Well, hello again, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to another Pick a Card reading. In today's video, we are going to find out the truth of your person's feelings for you. We're going to dig as deep as we can into their heart space and figure out the truth of how they are feeling. This could be something that they're hiding from you or something that they're not ready to say. Or maybe you'll find out that they've already been completely honest with you, but we will just try and figure out the deepest feelings that they have towards you if their energy allows. But before we get into the video, I just want to take a moment, as always, to check in with you guys and make sure that you're remembering to nurture yourselves and care for your bodies. So if you haven't had a chance to drink any water today, I really hope you take this as your reminder to go ahead and drink some water. And the reason that I always tell you guys that is because I personally spent years just not drinking enough water. I know that all of us drink some eventually, but rarely do we drink enough. And I would get headaches, I would be so fatigued, I would be nauseous and dizzy all the time, my brain would get all foggy, and introducing water into my life and finally drinking enough has been completely game-changing. So I just want to impress upon you guys the importance of drinking enough water and remembering to do that. But also, if you've been sitting in the same position for too long now, I would love it if you got up and walked around, just even for 30 seconds or so. Your joints and your muscles will thank you. You don't want to put too much tension on your bones for too long. But without further ado, we will go ahead and get into today's video. So we've got some astrology dice again as pile markers, and obviously this will be pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hopefully you guys can see those numbers clearly, but I'll give you a moment to take a second, breathe, pause this video if you need to, and think about which of these piles is calling you in. And then we'll go ahead and get started with pile 1 whenever you guys are ready. Okay, well, hello there, my beautiful friends who chose pile 1. So if you guys felt attracted to this beautiful purple, and there's a little bit of blue in there, but this purple astrology die, then this reading is for you. And you guys chose the Dream Keepers Tarot. The first thing that we're going to do for you guys, pile 1, is just draw a couple of cards to get a read on the overall energy that's surrounding your connection with your person at this moment in time. So Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 1's connection with their person? What can we see? Okay, so we have Justice, and I'm just going to draw a couple more. That card is beautiful. Okay, the 6 of Cups. And the Chariot. Okay, interesting. So pile 1, I'm feeling like both you and your person have parts of yourselves that are disagreeing with each other. I think that you might both be dealing with some karmic cycles in your lives right now. Definitely some emotional confusion and some difficulty with finding clarity as to where you're supposed to be going or the next steps you're supposed to be taking in your life. And I do think that you're influencing each other on this journey. I feel like there's a choice to be made in this connection. This could be someone that you've known for a long time, or it's someone that you met through a friend you've known for a long time, a sibling, a cousin, someone that you grew up with. I'm sensing that this person is just like passively in your life as a presence, and so it's hard to move on even from the situation that's going on with them because they're always going to end up in such close proximity to you. You know, they're going to end up at events or, you know, a wedding or a family gathering. You know, I feel like this person is someone who would show up to those things because of their connection to someone you know. But again, I'm feeling like there's a choice to be made here, and I think it's been difficult for the both of you to choose each other over the course of this connection, even though you really desire to connect, truthfully. In your deepest depths of your heart, I think the both of you just want to spend more time with each other, get to know each other, move this relationship forward. I think there's still a little bit of a distance between you despite that, because you're afraid to choose the path that leads to this relationship. And it's possible that that's because you're just not spiritually ready. I see your person as really sitting on that edge, really wanting to take that step forward and to bring you along, move this relationship forward, and take you with them on their journey toward finding themselves. But I think that they're just feeling very stagnant in their life in general, very confused by a lot of different energies, being pulled in different directions. Could be a career or a different responsibility that's pulling them away from you guys, and I think that that's making it a bit more difficult for them to choose this relationship. But let's get a little bit more on just what's going on with your person's heart. How are they feeling? Okay, so we have the Devil. Which, by the way, so astrology that we have on the board, the Chariot is associated to Cancer. We have Justice for Libra, and the Devil would be Capricorn. So you or your person could be those signs, or those could be prominent placements in your chart. But let's draw a couple more here. Ooh, okay. So we have the Queen of Wands, and we've got the Seven of Cups. Let's do one more card. Okay. Ooh, all right. A couple popped out, but I'm just gonna take these two. So let's actually move all of these over, but we have the Hanged Man, or in this deck, the Hanged Woman, which could be significant symbolism for some of you guys if you're asking about a woman. But I'm feeling like this connection is sitting mostly in the ethereal right now. There's a lot of telepathic communication happening here, you guys. And if you've been in a position where you feel like you just feel your person's energy, you feel them calling to you, you feel like they just won't let you go, even if there's this physical distance, I am sensing that the reason is that there is that energetic tether between the two of you. I'm feeling like things are unfinished. I'm definitely sensing a physical separation, and I'm feeling like there is just a great deal of stagnation here. No matter what you guys do or the conversations you have, things still won't move forward between the two of you, and I'm guessing that you guys don't really know why. And you're a little bit confused as to what your person wants. It feels like they are feeling one way, maybe they're even communicating to you that they're feeling that way, but then when push comes to shove, they don't actually take the steps towards you that you're expecting. I'm guessing that this is because there is something that's holding them back. They feel sort of trapped within a cycle or a pattern of behavior that they have indulged themselves in for a lot of their life, and I feel like a big part of that pattern is sort of running away from authenticity. I'm sensing that this person has a high proclivity for escapism. You know, they will do a lot of different things in order to escape the present reality in front of them, and I feel like you guys really ground them, pile one. You really make your person feel like they're real and they're here and they're present, and that's something that they really love about you, but at the same time they're really scared by that energy because it is so real, and they don't want to enter into something so authentic just yet. I'm feeling like this is someone who has a very difficult career or work life. Maybe they don't open up very much to you about this, but it seems like a lot of their life is consumed by their work, their responsibilities to do with their job. Maybe they're losing sleep even, or they're just consistently exhausted, but it's creating a sense of depression and negativity around their worldview with this 10 of Wands here and all of these, black clouds surrounding this girl. I'm feeling like Your person just doesn't feel like they're in control, and so, you know, I think their energy is coming off as really confusing to you guys, pile 1, because they're really confused as to what they want with this connection as well. They find you to be very beautiful. There's something really admirable about your energy, and also really confusing. It's like they know that there's something special about you, but they don't really know what they're supposed to do about that, or how to really approach that in a real way. It's not something they're used to. A lot of times I feel like they've gotten into relationships out of obligation, just entering into a partnership because someone was there or because that person had feelings for them, but not really because they felt that passion or that desire to pursue that relationship. And so now they're feeling this very overwhelming desire towards you, and they're envisioning a future with you, and I think it's just this real life crush. You've got this person just in their head, in their feelings, and it's really overwhelming for them. And so they don't really know what to do with that, because with all of these other aspects in their life where they don't feel like they're in control, I don't think they're ready to surrender the control that it would take to admit to themselves how much they like you. I think you might be dealing with a cycle with this person where it's sort of like on and off, and hot and cold. Sometimes it feels like they're super interested, and sometimes it feels like they're just completely dead to you, maybe closed off or really quiet, or just isolating themselves from the connection. And I know this is what a lot of people wish they could hear, but I earnestly feel like your person, pile 1, is just so overwhelmed by their feelings towards you that they don't know how to take any steps forward. And they also don't even know how to communicate about this. Specifically their feelings of fear surrounding the connection. It's just a lot of vulnerability that they're not used to. Having these feelings and then needing to communicate them to you guys, it's just a lot, and so I think that's why they might be running away from you. But let's get some more clarity, you guys. What does pile 1 need to know about their person's true feelings? You know, I'm getting that this is someone who acts really distant or nonchalant, or maybe pretends that this connection isn't a priority for them. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles as well as the 9 of Swords. You know, your person might be really anxious and worried about money. Financial security could be a big stressor in their life right now, and maybe that's something they're super embarrassed about as well. I'm sensing that they don't want someone to truly be able to see them, because they're embarrassed about something that's going on in their situation. But we have the Page of Swords. So I think that even though this person's a little bit distant and cold towards you guys, they're also sort of watching you from afar. They're sort of stalking you and watching your moves. Again, I see you guys at an event together or a mutual gathering, sort of seeing each other but not really communicating because you're too afraid. And I just see your person watching you when you're not looking. This could be through social media. This could be through, again, seeing you in real life, but I do see this person just watching you. So we have the Sun and we have the Tower. So I feel like something really surprising is coming for this connection, pile 1. I think you're going to get some clarity on the way that your person feels, and I feel like that's going to be coming because they are transitioning into a period where they'll feel like they're a lot more in control. I feel like some kind of contract will be ending, some kind of obligation will be ending for them, and they'll be able to be truthful just in general about how unhappy and dissatisfied they were just with the prior situation in their life. And so that's going to allow them to truly start taking steps to pursue something that makes them happy. But I see you guys feeling really shocked and surprised by whatever it is that they tell you, maybe in a good way, maybe in a bad way, just because I think that a lot of you guys wish that your person would give you an answer. And I think that some of you are in a place where you're just wanting to walk away. You're not willing to waste your time anymore. You don't know if this connection is worth it. And I feel like they're about to say or do something that pulls you back in and makes you feel like, oh my goodness, I'm obsessed with this person again. I'm thinking about it all the time. I'm thinking about what's gonna happen or how they feel or what we're gonna do. And I just wish that they hadn't open their mouth right when I was ready to move on. Yeah, something's gonna cause some conflict. I'm just gonna draw a couple more cards here from the tarot. We have that Seven of Cups appearing again right on top of the other Seven of Cups. I always find that so funny when things like that happen. And we have the Four of Cups. Okay. So yes, I feel like there's going to be a big conversation about how you guys feel that your person has been taking you for granted, and you feel very disrespected by the fact that they've taken so long to make a choice about you and about the relationship. But I feel like you're also going to be really happy because they'll express some very deep feelings towards you. And again, just with that Queen of Wands, I'm sensing that your person sees you as someone who is kind of intimidating. Like they're kind of embarrassed to tell you the truth and like embarrassed to show you the vulnerability of like how much of a crush they have on you and how much that could really like govern their life, like how much control you have over them, I think is a big thing, how much power you have over them. And so again, because of these other situations, they're just like not ready to let their guard down and say, hey, like take all this power over me and let's fall in love, or let's just enter into something real and just intimate between us. So, you know, I'm feeling like they simply haven't been ready. But soon they're gonna come forward and sort of express some energies that makes it seem like they're ready. And I feel like you guys will have a choice at hand, but you still will not be healed about some of the ways your person has treated you in the past when they weren't completely ready for the relationship. So I feel like a conversation will be had about how, you know, you feel like you've been taken for granted, and it's sort of gonna be up to you if you feel like your person has come with like a mature response to your emotions there. So we also have the Page of Wands. So, you know, I'm definitely sensing that this person's a very masculine energy. They want to take care of others. They want to protect others. They want to allow you guys to feel very safe in their presence without them needing to rely on you for anything. So I feel like as far as their financial status, that's something that they're waiting to fall into place. But let's take a look as well at the Lenormand. Okay, so we have the Maze, we have the Whip, and we have Justice as the number 11. This card is the number 11. We also have 4 and 3 make 7. We've had the 7 of Cups come out twice. We also had the Chariot come out. So maybe those numbers are important to some of you guys. We're gonna draw a few more here. Spirit, what does pile 1 need to know about their person's feelings? The Sun. And look, it's coming out right over the other sun. That's so funny. Okay. Okay, we have lilies and the cross, mask, and the stork. Okay. Yeah. So if this is someone who you've been at a distance with, I do see them dropping in on your life again a little bit and taking their mask off, giving you a gift. This could be a physical gift, or it could just be the gift of clarity of a conversation, of allowing you sort of to see the clearer side of things rather than the more ambiguous side. I do think this person has put you through a lot, pile one. You know, with the whip and the cross, I think that they are dealing with so much and just trying to search for their happiness and not really knowing where to find it or what choice is going to provide them with that, I think, relief from their stress that they've been needing, and that's really hurt you guys in the long run. And so they're really sorry about that. You know, it's like they have this big cross to bear, and if they could only put it down, then they could take their mask off and tell you everything about how they're feeling. But right now, these are all just protective measures to make sure they don't ruin things. I think they see this connection as this huge opportunity for them, and they just want to make sure that they don't ruin things, pile one. But I see a beautiful gift coming forward of clarity and more consistency, and I also am sensing that there could be a sensual energy coming forward between you guys, but I think a lot of the confusion as to where things are going, it's on its way to an end. So hopefully that's good news for some of you. We will draw from the energy oracle, and then we will do message cards and charms and all that. So Spirit, what does pile one need to know about their connection with their person? Door to romance. I think you guys are definitely on your way. And I do think there is just like this inevitable romance that this journey ends in, pile one, even though it's very confusing right now. Storm warning. We have that Tower too. I think something just really shocking and emotional is going to happen. I think for a lot of you guys, this is sort of bad news because you've been trying to move on. We have Door to Spirit as well. I think that maybe you could have a dream about this person. I know that sometimes when I dream about someone, I dream about a storm coming with them as well. So maybe you could have just psychic dreams about this person, or some sort of psychic intuition is going to tell you that something big is coming. But we have the World. Again, travel could be involved. We have this stork here. I'm just sensing some sort of physical distance, some sort of work obligation maybe that causes physical distance, and I see your person coming back and dropping into your life. We have Community, the number 7 coming up for you guys again. And we'll draw one more, Appreciation. So maybe there's going to be another gathering. Maybe your mutual friends are going to set you guys up together, something like that. But I see you seeing each other again, maybe unexpectedly. Maybe you will just go and meet someone else and this person will show up. But I do feel like some sort of big shock is coming in terms of this person, and they're going to just drop right back into your life very unexpectedly. And I also feel like you're going to be happy about that in the long run, just because they'll have something beautiful to say to you. But I feel like the biggest thing that you guys need to know is that your person is under a lot more financial stress and just personal stress than you know. And I think they're kind of embarrassed about all of the things that they're going through. And so that's part of the reason that they've been so difficult to read. But there are feelings there, and there is a desire to be with you. But let's draw some channeled messages, you guys. So as always, I'm just gonna let a few pop out, and then we will read them all at once. But Spirit, what does pile one's person need to say to them? Which of these messages are true to pile one's person's heart? Ooh, okay, ooh. And we will draw a few more. I'm sorry that I make funny noises when the cards pop out, by the way. But sometimes they surprise me. Okay. So what does your person have to say, pile one? I've been feeling very lonely lately. So maybe this is a sign that your person's going to be coming forward because they've just been feeling very lonely and they don't really know what to do with that. I am sensing that this is someone who pushes people away. So it's definitely possible they're just really tired of that habit and they don't want to do it anymore. I plan on trying to treat you better. Yes, you know, we had that appreciation card come out. I feel like they want to just give you something better than what they've given you in the past. And they also recognize that they've put you through too much. I want to get to know you better. Okay, I can't seem to get you off my mind. So your person's thinking about you. I just want to run my fingers through your hair. Maybe this is something that they've done in the past, or maybe this is something they've expressed wanting to do. I post on social media hoping that you'll see. Maybe, again, this person's watching you from afar on social media, or they're hoping you're watching them. You know how to make me really mad. I feel like maybe you guys have gotten into arguments, or maybe this is just a sign that you really know how to push your person's buttons, and you really know how to get to them. Or maybe mad could be taken as like insane, like they're crazy for you. It just depends on how it resonates to you guys. No one does it like you do. Can you forgive me? My life affairs aren't going well. I fantasize about you. Yes, that 7 of Cups coming up twice, you guys. I've never felt this way before. And I have a huge crush on you. Definitely something I was picking up, pile 1. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. The last couple things we'll do is just roll these astrology dice and grab some letter and zodiac charms for you. So Spirit, what does pile 1 need to know? All right. Ooh, I'll just roll this one again because it's sort of, okay. So we have Virgo, Jupiter, and the 5th house. So your person is ready to get serious. Again, I see some luck coming into their work life, which is going to allow them to truly be able to express their feelings in a more open way. Whereas before, everything was just really difficult on them and they didn't have the energy or availability to do that. I think they're going to be able to finally show you how they truly feel because things are going to be under control with work. But I also feel like they're ready to get serious, they're ready to grow up, and they realize that there is just this beautiful gift in front of them when it comes to your connection and your relationship with each other. And also some of you guys could relate to Virgo or Jupiter in Virgo. But let's also grab some letter and zodiacs. And we'll just grab a couple more letters. Okay, so for zodiacs pile 1, you guys got Leo, Scorpio, Aries, Scorpio again, Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces, that's all 3 of the water signs, and Sagittarius. And for letters, you guys got K, I, Y, R, F, D, Z, and X. And maybe those resonate with names of your person. Maybe you can spell something with that. I know some people like to do that. And maybe some of the signs resonated, but the charms don't have to resonate, you guys. It's just a little cherry on top of confirmation. But obviously, if the rest of the reading resonated, then that's completely fine too. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. If you did enjoy the reading, I would love it if you left a like and subscribe for more content just like this. And also, if you want to leave a comment telling me all about your situation, I would love that as well. I do love reading all of the comments from you guys. If any of you are interested in a private reading from me, I do have my email in the description and in the comment section, and then if you just contact me there, I'll tell you everything about my prices and services and everything like that. And also, if any of you are interested in following me on TikTok, it's the same name as it is on here, Singing Doves Tarot, but there is no pressure at all. I know I haven't posted on there in a while, but I will be doing a lot more of that soon. But anyways, I hope you guys remember to drink some water. Please have a great rest of your day, and bye-bye. Okay, well, hello my beautiful friends who chose pile 2. So if you guys felt attracted to this beautiful purple astrology die, then this reading is for you. And you guys also chose the Rockham Tarot. But the first thing that we're going to do for you guys, pile 2, is just draw a couple of cards to get a read on the overall energy that's surrounding your connection with your person at this moment in time. So Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 2's connection with their person? What can you tell us? Okay, we have the 5 of Swords. Okay, the 5 of Cups. And the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So those 2 5s popping out is certainly significant. Maybe the number 5 is significant to some of you guys. But I'm sensing pile 2 that there's been an ending here. I think that maybe you and your person shared some words that were very hurtful. Something was said or done that can't really be taken back. And now things are very uncertain between you. I think that a lot of you are dealing with grief of this relationship and you're missing this individual. I'm thinking, pile 2, that your person is really missing you too. I see you both sort of sitting on your emotions and wondering where you went wrong, wondering how you could have fixed things, how you could have done things differently so that they could have ended in a different way. I think that maybe it was unexpected the way that things ended. I'm also sensing that someone did something behind the other's back, and this caused a lot of pain. It's really possible that you guys were the ones who cut off your person, but the other way around would totally make sense as well. But I'm just seeing this mutual feeling of loss and sadness, and feeling like an opportunity was missed. Like there was just this beautiful, blooming life coming forward in this relationship, and then that was squandered somehow. And a lot of you don't know how to make peace with the lost potential in this connection here. You don't know if things are really over. I'm sensing that your person feels badly about something that they said. Even if you guys are in a position where your person was angry at you about something, I think that they feel very badly about something they said, some way that they treated you. They're sort of sitting with themselves and wondering whether or not that was fair, whether you deserved more, whether they gave you enough. You know, I'm definitely feeling like there have been some obstacles that have been really difficult in this connection, pile 2. Maybe there were extenuating circumstances. I'm feeling like there was something that made it really hard for you guys to be together from the start. And it was a lot of stress on you both. And yeah, I'm hearing sabotage from the start. Maybe your person sabotaged this connection, or some outside energy sabotaged this connection, but I think that something didn't really give you guys a fair chance, or possibly someone. But let's take more of a look at how they're truly feeling towards you guys. Pile 2. Okay. So we have the Emperor, the Ace of Swords, and the Tower. So again, I'm feeling like something was found out. Like there was something done behind somebody's back and something was found out. And this was just really disappointing for everyone involved. I am sensing that your person still sees a possibility for a fresh start between you, but they're also very insecure about how much rebuilding needs to be done in the relationship. I feel like there are whispers in their ear, telepathically and spiritually, that are telling them to come give this connection another chance, to come forward and give you guys some clarity, and that this would be the mature thing to do, to have more of a conversation, to take more control and make things less chaotic here, and resolve them even by communicating. But I think that your person's just very insecure about the way that things ended. There is just something that crumbled the foundation between you and made it so that there's so much rebuilding that needs to be done, and they're really overwhelmed by the prospect of that. I'm definitely sensing a separation here, a lack of communication, or some sort of argument, some sort of conflict here that was very rough for you guys. And it's possible you or your person are very stubborn people, but what's more than that, it's possible you cross some lines when it comes to your aggression. The words that were said could have been very cruel or very harsh, or very angry, and just that negativity and poison that you flung at each other was really, it crossed a big line, I think. Or maybe it was only one person, but I am really sensing that there is just a big sense of aggression when it comes to your last communication. I mean, we have the Emperor here, which is connected to Aries, and we also have the Tower, which is connected to Mars. So just that aggressive part of Aries, that anger and combativeness, the 2 5s coming forward here. If I'm not mistaken, 5 is connected with the planet Mars when it comes to numerology. But yes, I'm just feeling a lot of anger, a lot of aggression. Some shocking events could have gone on, but I think the biggest thing is that I'm seeing just some disrespectful speech between you and your person not knowing how to approach things. But something that you guys need to know, pile 2, is that they're really sorry for some of the things that they said to you, or something that they did. You know, they did it out of emotion. They weren't thinking. They were very stressed or overwhelmed, and they are feeling a lot of shame about the way that they behaved. I think because they wish to move past that in their life and just not really treat people like that in general. And so this ugly side of themselves was shown, and they wish they could redeem themselves in your eyes. I think that's the biggest thing. There's almost this like shame and guilt and insecurity in their heart space, pile 2, and they know that you just have this vision of them that's probably so horrible, and they wish that they could just redeem themselves in your eyes. They wish that they could show you that they are so willing to take responsibility for something, and so willing to approach this in a more adult way. But let's, immediately, okay. Yeah, okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. I think that this is really, maybe this is the Page of Swords, but I think that this is really an indication that, you know, your person is willing to set their pride aside and communicate. I think that's the biggest thing that they want, because when they look at their future, pile 2, and when they envision their future of who they are, who they want to be, you know, the person that they aspire to be and the kind of person they aspire to be with, they know that they can't just move on without talking to you about this. And so a big thing I think that they haven't told you is that they just really, really aspire to talk with you, but they're scared to have a conversation about something that happened because they feel so much shame about it. And so they don't know how to approach that conversation because they feel all of that shame. But let's get a little bit more clarity here. What does pile 2's person have hiding in their heart space? So we have the 10 of Cups. I'm just going to draw a couple more. The High Priestess. The Knight of Wands. The Two of Swords. So your person's very conflicted right now, but something you should know is that they desire to take action towards you. But I think it would represent a more fearless version of themselves if they were able to actually do that. I think that part of them just wants to say, oh, screw it, I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to communicate no matter what happens. This is just what I need to do and what I need to admit to myself, which was that I was wrong and I don't care if I put this person in a position where they're above me. I just need to make it right. But then another part of them is really scared and overwhelmed by the prospect of that. But I think they see an opportunity to communicate you as something which would represent just the utmost fulfillment for them. They would just feel very at peace and very satisfied with everything if they were just able to communicate with you again. But I think they are what's standing in their own way. You know, your person is just sitting very conflicted. It's almost like this decision paralysis because they're overthinking the whole thing. They're like, okay, what if I just come forward and do that and communicate with pile 2 because that's what I need to do? But then they reject me, or they're rude to me, or they embarrass me even more. I think their biggest thing is like embarrassment. They just, they're having a really hard time setting their pride aside. And I'm getting that this is sort of a very stubborn person, and they also have some very quickly evolving emotions, but a lot of pride. And it's difficult for them to swallow that and set it aside and admit that they were wrong. It's something that they rarely do, or maybe rarely did in the past. I think that they're working on it. But I'm definitely sensing that your person feels like they were wrong about something, and they want nothing more but to make that right. But what's stopping them is their pride. We have the Star, the Two of Wands, and the Six of Wands, and then we have the Nine of Swords. So this is something even that might keep them up at night. If this was a recent separation, it definitely is keeping them up at night. And something I'm sensing too is that recently after you guys separated or whatever transpired between you, your person was kept up at night by whatever happened. And you guys might think that they don't really care because they have too much pride to make it clear to you how much they cared. But I am sensing that they have thought about it a lot. It's something that has kept them up at night, kept them conflicted, kept them invested, and they really, really do care about what's happened here. With the Star coming out, that's associated with Aquarius. So that could resonate to you or your person. But I do think healing is coming. I think there's a hopefulness from the both of you that things can be made right. And I think your person wants to pursue that, no matter what the cost. So they plan to come forward and show you how they feel. I'm sure there are deeper romantic feelings in their heart, you guys, but I think the biggest thing is that this person feels really sorry about something, and they want to heal from that. They want to heal you from that, and they want to make it right. Or maybe you're not asking about a romantic connection, but I think the biggest message here from Spirit is that your person they plan to come forward and show you appreciation for a sacrifice you made, tell you that they're sorry for maybe squandering that or taking it for granted, and tell you that they haven't been able to make peace with themselves about something that happened. Let's take a look at the Lenormand. Okay, so we have House, Key, Okay. I'm gonna just read that upright. And Book. Okay. So I see an apology coming forward. I think that there is so much more to learn about who your person is, and maybe you haven't spoken in a really long time, because it's possible they've developed a great deal of wisdom in the time that you've been separated, and they're maybe even completely transformed, unrecognizable to you. You know, I see them finding the key. Just if you had frustrations with this person, like, what's wrong with you? Why don't you understand this basic, like, emotional intelligence? Why couldn't you just appreciate me and treat me in the way that I needed you to? Or why couldn't you just stay loyal to me? Why couldn't you just understand what it means to show me the compassion and attentiveness that I need? You know, if these are your frustrations with your person, I think that they have developed so much wisdom in the time that you guys have been apart, and they understand a lot of those things now, and they are really excited to show you that. I think that they maybe are gonna reach out to you soon, and it's gonna be at a moment that they are so ready to show you that they have found that, like, magic key to all of that knowledge that they didn't have before, and they're ready to play the role that you needed them to play. And they're sorry about something. I think they want to give you just an object of their affection. They want to give you a kind gesture to show you how much they care. But you can find a lot of loyalty in this person. I think you're going to find a lot of loyalty in this person. When they come forward, I do see communication coming in. And if you guys allow them pile 2, you are going to get a great deal of healing as a part of this connection, because I think at the deepest core of their heart, your person just wants to heal you. Through everything that happened, I think your person just wants to heal from it all. And they're a very big healing presence now. And I think a lot of you guys would be shocked to hear that, because they might have been so aggressive before, but they're a very big healing presence now. And I think you'll be really shocked by their energy. I do see them coming with communication. Maybe they've already come in with communication for some of you, because I'm feeling it as, like, it's right on top of you. Like, this person's message is right on top of you, and sitting on your chest almost. But let's take a look at the energy oracle, pile 2. Ooh. Caring connections. Hostilities. Yeah, I think that there's going to be a caring connection that comes through from all of the hostilities of the past between you. Definitely super possible that there were just, like, fights, arguments, maybe talking behind each other's back, or just this person was really hostile. But I feel like they're ready to just uphold a caring connection. I think that's something that they're really interested in doing with you, and I think something on their mind, just with their personal growth, because of the shame and guilt they felt toward this relationship, something on their mind for a long time has been that they were wrong with what they did to you, and that has been a leading guide for like their development of their morals and like their ethics and the things they've learned on how to treat people correctly. Because you did something maybe, or said something, or just whatever they did, it really held them accountable for their actions. We have adjacent possibilities. I'm feeling like you guys are going to have a choice, or maybe you're in that space right now, pile 2, where you have a choice of whether or not you want to enter into this conversation with your person, because you feel like it could be one of these two. It could be just this hostility again, or it could be a caring connection. And I feel like a lot of you will be shocked by what you find. Angel of Love, woman holding a heart, 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. So I feel like your person's had a big spiritual awakening, and they're readying themselves to give you love. And if this is something you haven't been able to get over, you guys, or something that you haven't healed from, or you just don't really know what to expect, I think that it is inevitable, if you haven't heard from them yet, that they are going to come forward. And maybe you guys psychically know that. Maybe you have an intuitive idea that this person is going to come forward and you just know it. I feel like that's just in their heart. It's gonna happen because they haven't made peace with what's happened here. And I think with divine timing, whenever it's ready, they're gonna really offer you just this beautiful, accepting love that maybe you've needed from someone. They are just going to have this like kind, gentle, accepting love to offer you guys, pile 2. And I see that coming forward. I see that as a big intention for them, even if they've had too much pride to tell you that. But let's go ahead and read some messages from your person. As always, I'm just going to draw a few to pop them out, and then we'll read them all at once. But Spirit, what is true to pile 2's person? What is true to their heart? What do they need to say to pile 2? Okay, let's do a couple more. Okay. We'll do that. Okay, so first, pile 2, I am terrified to lose you. Again, if there has been an ending, I don't see that as permanent, just because your person really intends to come back and reconcile at some point. I wish you understood me when I try to tell you how I feel about you. Maybe they've been trying to give you a gesture. Maybe they've been trying to send you a message. Kiss me. Or maybe this is just a big message that they're happy with you, or they have nothing against you. Because I'm sensing for some of you, you could be asking about someone non-romantic. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling. But for those of you who are romantic, obviously this is what your person wants. You know exactly what to say. I know we have a real connection. I still wonder what could have been. There is a hole in my heart when you are gone. I'm trying to get my affairs in order. Our last conversation is still weighing on me. I never got a chance to be good to you. That's definitely something I was feeling strongly with the tarot. I see a future for us. I really want to make love to you, or maybe I really just want to give you love. You are my soulmate. So hopefully you guys resonated with some of those. The last things we'll do, pile 2, is just roll your astrology dice and get some zodiac and letter charms. So Spirit, what does pile 2 need to know about their person's true feelings? Okay, we have Mercury, Scorpio, and the 3rd house. So I definitely see your person, again, just wanting to set that pride aside and have a conversation with you about something that has happened. I feel like there are some very deep emotions that this person seldom lets other people see just because they have so much pride and fear of vulnerability. But I think they're willing to try it out with you guys. And just try their hand at communicating their feelings. I feel like they're really tired of sitting in the space that they've been in for so long, in those patterns of just protecting themselves, because it hasn't really led them to true connections. And so I see them transitioning to more maturity soon. And I see that being like a big part of their journey, pile 2, just transitioning toward more maturity. But let's take a look at some charms. Spirit, what might connect with pile 2? Okay, so for zodiacs, you guys got Taurus, and these could relate to you or your person. You got Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, and it's funny you guys got both Virgo and Gemini because we had that Mercury come out. Capricorn, Gemini again, Libra, and Leo. And then for letters, you got J, F, P, T, Y, M, M again, and H. So hopefully some of those connected with you guys, but obviously the charms don't need to resonate with you for you to resonate with the reading. They're just a cherry on top of confirmation. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading and I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. And I would love it if you left a comment telling me all about your situation. I love reading comments from you guys. If any of you are interested in a personal reading with me, I will have my email in the description and in the comment section. And then if you guys just contact me there, I'll give you information on my prices and services and everything like that. Also, if any of you are interested in following me on TikTok, it's the same name as it is on here, Singing Dove's Tarot, but there's obviously no pressure at all, and I haven't posted on there in a while, but I do plan to do a lot more of that very soon. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please don't forget to drink water, and I'm rooting for you. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, well, hello, my beautiful friends who chose pile 3. So if you guys felt attracted to this beautiful white die with the number 3 on it, then this reading is for you. And you guys chose the Nicoletta Tarot. The first thing that we're going to do for you guys, pile 3, is just draw a couple of cards to get a read on the overall energy that's surrounding your connection with your person at this moment in time. So Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 3's connection? Okay, so we have the 3 of Pentacles, and I'm just going to draw a couple more. Okay, we have Death, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So pile 3, maybe there's been a big transition in this connection recently. I'm sensing with the 3 of Pentacles, it's possible that you and your person have sort of known each other in passing for a while now. Maybe you have mutual friends, maybe you work together, or maybe you go to school together or something like that. But I feel like you have collaborated before. some sort of project, or maybe it could have been something for leisure, but I feel like you've just been a part of the same group before in the past. I'm definitely sensing that you've like known this person in passing, because I'm feeling like you both have sort of looked at each other from afar. If you see both of these girls here, they're just sort of like glancing at someone, and I feel like you guys maybe have locked eyes or stared at each other or had like passing conversations but never really gotten to know each other until recently. I'm feeling like there's been some kind of big transformation here where you guys have transitioned into a closer relationship, or at least one of you is trying to make a move to do that, and I think that this is going to be a longer journey than a lot of you guys expect. I'm sensing that you and your person have a lot to learn about each other, and there's going to be a lot more consistent conversations between you coming forward soon. Or this is just an inevitable phase to the connection that's going to be coming forward at some point whenever you get the chance to get closer with each other. But I do think that you are meant to know each other a lot more. This could be an individual who is around your same age, you guys, and I'm also sensing that they have a lot of responsibilities on their shoulders. You know, with the Knight of Pentacles, I always think of somebody who is very self-sufficient or sort of obsessed with like personal responsibility, maybe because they had to take on a lot of caring for themselves from a young age. But I'm sensing this is someone who wants to be financially independent, or independent in general, very early on in their life. Maybe they did that in the past, or they're doing that now, but I think that they are a hard worker who they could have multiple jobs, or they could be working really hard in school. Maybe this person joined the military at a young age, but I'm sensing that this is just a workhorse kind of person, you guys. They are very interested in working hard and making sure that they can take care of themselves. With this Death card here, that is Scorpio energy, but let's read a little bit more into your person's true feelings and what they might be hiding from you. So we have the Queen of Cups. So that's very interesting, because with this Knight of Pentacles energy, I was sensing this strong desire for independence, for self-sufficiency. This could be someone who really likes to put a wall up. Maybe they have a public persona, a face that they like to put on socially or at work or something like that. And I'm sensing you guys feel like your person is a bit hard to read. Like sometimes they're saying something and you're not sure if they're saying it because they mean it, or if they're saying it just to say it. And I feel like it's because they're very good at putting on a mask, and it's hard to know when they're being authentic. And I feel like something that they haven't told you, but they truly feel, is like you are someone that really inspires these deep emotions within them. I think that you are someone who's also hard to read, but at the same time you're easy to read. You know, it's very complicated for them. They feel like they can really connect to your energy, and at some moments they feel like they fully understand you, pile 3, but then at other moments they feel like they just don't even know what's on your mind, what's on your heart, what your priorities are. You're just this open book, but also there are so many chapters and layers to you that they can't help but feel interested. And I also feel like they can't help but feel comforted by your energy as well. Like you're someone that they could rely on, you're someone that they could trust or confide in. And they're not really used to someone feeling that in such or making them feel that in such a pervasive way. I think in their life you come up in their mind. They think about you just outside of the times that they can see you, and they don't really know what it is about you or why they can't get you off their mind. Pile 3. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands here as well. The 5 of Pentacles. And we'll draw one more for now. Okay, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, so I think that financial independence is definitely something that's really important to them, but it's possible they are not as close to that right now as they would like to be. when I'm feeling like they've worked really, really hard in order to not need anybody, to lead themselves, to govern themselves, to be their own boss in life. And I feel like they've worked really, really hard to acquire that role, but at the same time they're scared because it hasn't really created the wealth or self-sufficiency that they've wanted it to. And I think that they are wanting to transition into something new. Maybe you already know this, maybe you don't, but I feel like your person really regrets some sort of career choice that they've made in the past, and they're wanting to make a transition and change things in order to feel like they have more control financially. And I do feel like whatever endeavor that they're going to move towards soon is going to be really fruitful for them. So I see them actually coming into some money within the next year, pile 3. And I do think that this is going to change the dynamic of your relationship with your person, because they're going to feel like they have a lot more control. I'm sensing with this Queen of Wands here that they're wanting to overcome something difficult. They're wanting to take back the control in their life, and they feel like that's something that's in their hands. But I think you're inspiring them a lot more to do that. And I'm feeling like, again, you're difficult to read. I think that maybe you guys don't know each other very well, or maybe you haven't had deep conversations, but something about you, the way that you're living your life or carrying yourself, or the things that you've accomplished, your person really admires it about you, and you've inspired them to take on some new things and some new changes. And maybe they wouldn't really want to set their pride aside enough to tell you that you are someone who's inspired a lot of the changes that they've made in their life, but I do feel like that's how they feel, pile 3. They might put on this very confident, brave face, but inside they just truly and deeply admire you, and they always have. And they feel like you have this deep sense of wisdom, this connection to your emotional self, as well as just this intellectual understanding of where you're at and your priorities and how you feel. It's just something that's always eluded them in their own mind and their own reality, and you have such a command over it that they know that there's no one else like you out there. There are also just much deeper feelings towards you than they would like to admit, mostly because they don't know how you feel. This could be a situation where you're only getting breadcrumbs from your person, but it could definitely also be a situation where they're only getting breadcrumbs from you. I see you both as the type of people who need a lot of foundation in a relationship before you're ready to trust enough to open up and say, okay, I'm going to let this person in. I'm going to let this person into my life. So I feel like that both of you haven't been vulnerable quite yet. And so your person doesn't know how you feel. You don't really know how they feel. And they are not really ready or willing to tell you unless one of you lets your guard down first. Unless you let your guard down first, I think, pile 3. Your person isn't really going to be ready to tell you how they feel. But I'm definitely feeling like they see you as very confident, and they're wondering if you care about them, because they feel a bit shut out by you. I think you're both very intrigued by each other, and your person's very intrigued by you, and they really want to get to know you better, is the biggest thing. Okay, so we have the 10 of Swords, the Star, the King of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords. Okay. So I do think that your person is dealing with some kind of transition or rebirth. They're wanting, again, to overcome some sense of financial insecurity, and that's causing a lot of anxiety for them. I'm feeling like a lot of people are going through financial transitions right now, or career transitions right now. A lot of people are finding what is going to make them a lot more peaceful when it comes to their career, or just fulfill them a lot more. And I think your person's on that path, you guys. They're just trying to overcome some challenges challenges enough to feel like they are your counterpart. I think they're a little bit insecure. They feel like they're not good enough for you. And I also think just, it could be in terms of their career or maybe even another type of commitment, but they feel like they've committed to something and they regret it so much because now they have this commitment going on, but they wish they had been more in touch with their own heart before they did that, because they realize now what truly makes them happy, what makes them optimistic and hopeful and feel like they're getting some fulfillment out of their life, and it is not the path that they're on. So they want to transition away from whatever commitment that is, you guys, and that's causing a lot of anxiousness. Yeah, that Six of Swords, they want to move on from where they're at here. The Knight of Wands, the Ace of Cups. I see a relationship coming forward here. It could be a friendship or something like that, but it's going to be some sort of renewal for your person and for you. Maybe if you guys have known this person in the past, I'm not sensing that for most of you guys, pile 3, but obviously some of you guys could be dealing with someone you've had a past with, but I see something new coming forward, a new sense of intimacy between you and connection. Just a friendship could come forward or something like that. But I feel like as a result of your person choosing to make this transition, I see them also choosing to connect with you a lot more. We have the Five of Wands. Yeah, because right now there's something that's really like fighting for their time, but once they get that personal power and that control, they're going to be able to just like talk to you fearlessly and be like, hey, do you want a deeper relationship here, like more of a friendship together and everything like that. But let's draw from the Lenormand, pile 3. What does pile 3 need to know about what's on their person's heart? What is their person hiding from them? We have the Sun. You know, they see a lot of potential for this connection. They're even like envisioning a future with you, you guys. Something about you really, really excites them, and they're wanting to move towards you. They're wanting to create something between you. I think there's just something that's holding them back, but, wow. Okay. So yeah, there's much deeper feelings than they're letting on. And I'm also feeling like they feel really lucky to have met you. You know, maybe you guys did meet through work or through school or something like that, but there's something in them that's telling them they have to connect with you because you are not, you know, the kind of person they can find just off the street anywhere. I think that they realize that there is just some it factor about you that is just so extremely valuable that they have to get you now or else they risk losing you forever. So I feel like they want to ask you to do something with them, make some sort of offer for a commitment. And I feel like good luck in general is coming to this connection to the both of you, just in terms of career and finances, in terms of your love life. And I think that there is just some sort of blessing from spirit surrounding this relationship. Oh, that's fun. We have the Moon coming out as well. I think you're going to get some clarity on some deeper feelings that maybe you hadn't realized were there before. Communication coming forward. And you already have everything you need to be with this person, you guys. I think some of you might be a little bit insecure, maybe about your appearance or about the way that you come off. Maybe you feel like your person is cooler or more nonchalant than you, or they're much better at being stoic and hiding their feelings. But I feel like you already have everything you need for your person to be attracted to you, because they already are attracted to you. Yeah, they're like watching you. They are so like wistful. They're so like ready to come forward and tell you something. They're going to finally choose the path that makes them happy. I think that there's a choice that's on their mind right now, and they're sort of pondering it and thinking about it. And so they are going to finally make the choice to choose what makes them happy, I feel, because they've seen behind the other door and it wasn't the right path. So I think there's going to be a shift in their path, and then that's going to inevitably lead to them shifting their attention towards you. But let's draw some cards from the Energy Oracle, you guys. Okay. So we have victory coming out here. That's always a beautiful sign. Contract, and that's coming out over the ring. So maybe your person is going to ask you for a big commitment. This could really be someone who is serious about it too, you know, someone you might eventually end up engaged to. 5th chakra, so there's going to be communication. The truth is going to come out. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling like if you guys are confused on your person's feelings or what they truly want, there is going to be light shed on what's in their heart. You know, you don't even really need a reading because they're going to come out and they're going to say it. Indecision, yeah, there's a choice to be made here, but they realize where their abundance lies, they realize where their true happiness lies, and they're ready to take this journey with you. I think that you guys are really going to have some beautiful conversations very soon, and you're going to feel very enlightened. You're going to feel very connected to your person and feel like you really understand where they stand with you and how they see you. And they see you as very abundant. They see you as very beautiful. They see you as just this incredible possibility for them, again, that they just can't pass up. And again, I'm seeing financial luck. I'm seeing a financial opportunity coming forward for each of you on your respective paths. And it's sort of going to lead you both to each other. And again, I'm sensing that this is going to be a much longer journey than you guys think, for sure. But let's take a look at some channeled messages from your person, you guys. As always, I am going to just draw a bunch and then read them all at once. But Spirit, what does pile 3 need to know about their person's feelings? What is true to their person's heart? Which of these messages are true to their heart? Okay. Oh! I can't take all of those, Spirit. But I will take a few. And we'll draw a couple more. Okay. This one popped out as well, and so did this one. All right, let's read these. You deserve better than what I've given you. I am crazy about you. So I think that's their big secret, you guys. They are crazy about you, pile 3. I can feel you missing from my life. Maybe they're missing you right now. We have chemistry. Your person acknowledges a connection here. They acknowledge it. I care about you a lot. So that's beautiful. I am waiting to hear from you. I would prefer it if we took things slow. So maybe that's part of what's happening here and why it might be a longer journey than you guys think. Are you an angel? I think you are here to save me. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm so sorry for hurting you. Maybe they've done something to really disappoint you guys. I am afraid to be honest with you. That could also be one of their big secrets. You know, just that they're scared. They're scared to tell you how they feel. I have never felt this way before. Never. I fantasize about you. Okay. So hopefully those resonated with some of you guys. The last things we'll do is just roll your astrology dice and also take the letter and zodiac charms. But Spirit, what does pile 3 need to know about their person's heart space? What is on pile 3's person's heart? Okay. So we have Neptune, Aries, and the 10th house. Yeah, I think that your person is just really on a journey to figuring out who they are. And they put on this brave face to pretend that they know who they are. And they are very good at putting on that mask and acting like they are this certain person because they're embarrassed to show just their confusion and their vulnerability when it comes to their journey. But I think they're gonna get a lot of clarity soon. And I think you guys are inspiring that clarity, whether it be in person or energetically. There could be dreams involved here shared between the two of you, but I think think that you are showing your person their identity somehow. Just your energies are connecting in that way, you guys, and your person just needs you to understand that they will need some time before they know what to do with all of this energy. But they will tell you how they feel. They're not afraid to do that. I think they're just afraid to do that before they get it themselves and before they have the words. But I think it's inevitable for them to make it public, make it clear, and be honest. But what charms might connect with pile 3, Spirit? And let's just draw a few more letters here. Okay. So for zodiacs, pile 3, you guys got Virgo, Aries again here, Leo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Virgo again, and Gemini. And for letters, you guys have T, B, R, R again, F, E, O, W, and D. So maybe those connect to your person's name, maybe this spells something for you guys, whatever the case may be, but also you don't have to connect with the charms. It's just a cherry on top. If the rest of the reading resonated, it resonated. But hopefully some of these resonated with you guys too. With that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed your reading, pile 3. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. And if any of you guys are interested in a personal reading from me, I do have my email in the description and I'll have it in the comments so that you guys can contact me there. Just reach out to me and I'll give you all the information you need on pricing and my services and everything like that. Also, if any of you guys are interested in following me on TikTok, it's the same name as it is on here, Singing Dove's Tarot, but there's obviously no pressure at all. And also I haven't posted on there in a little bit, but I do plan to post there a lot more frequently soon. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I am rooting for you and your connections. Please don't forget to drink water, and thank you so much for watching this far. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, well, hello, my beautiful friends who chose pile 4. So if you felt attracted to this beautiful blue sparkly die, then this reading is for you. And you guys chose the Tarot of the Haunted House. The first thing that we're going to do for you guys, pile 4, is just draw a couple of cards to get a read on the overall energy that's surrounding your connection with your person at this time. So Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 4's connection with their person? What can you tell us, Spirit? Okay, so we have the 6 of Wands. Just going to draw a couple more. The 5 of Cups. And I usually draw 3, but we have 2 more popping out here. So we have the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Wands. All right. So pile 4. I'm feeling like this connection has been through a lot. It's really possible your person has put you through a lot of confusion and unpredictable energies in the past. I'm sensing that there was some sort of ending or extreme disappointment. Maybe a false start has happened here, because I think that you guys felt like you were in a place in the connection where things were finally going to start popping off. You know, the momentum was finally there and everything seemed to be moving along, but then there was some sort of unexpected disappointment that happened here that maybe really changed your guys' view of your person. You know, I think that you really wanted to trust them. I think you were like, okay, things are going to work out this time. But then something happened that really fell off. I'm sensing that maybe this person moved somewhere. It's possible that they went somewhere for travel or for work, but whatever they did sort of created a distance between the two of you. I'm feeling like, pile 4, you guys kind of want to pretend that you have moved on from this connection. You sort of want to walk away. You want to not let this bother you anymore, but I think that your feelings towards your person are still extremely deep. And I'm also sensing that your person's feelings towards you are extremely deep. And I think you both care a lot about losing each other. Your person sees themselves with you at the end of whatever journey they're taking. I think that they're really hoping that you will sort of wait for them until they're ready, because they are trying to make the transition to be ready for you guys, pile 4. And close off some necessary open ends in their life. But I think that they are very constricted right now, and they're sort of unable to tell you how they feel. And I think to you guys, it seems like they maybe don't care for you, but there's actually a very deep well of emotions coming from your person, pile 4. But let's draw a couple more cards about how your person is feeling. What aren't they telling you? What is in the deepest depths of their heart for you guys, pile 4? We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, the Two of Wands, and I'm just going to draw a couple more here, you guys. The Ten of Pentacles. And this one feels like it wants to pop out too. You guys just get extra cards, pile 4. Don't tell the other piles. But we have the Chariot and we have Death. Okay. So I'm definitely feeling like an extremely intense energy coming from your person. As I said, I'm sensing just this very deep well of emotions. It's really possible that they are the type of person who puts on a shell. They put on a brave face. We have Cancer energy and Scorpio energy coming forward here. It's really possible your person is a water sign. And because of that, I'm feeling like they are very into protecting themselves. It's really important to not show how sensitive they really are, how much they really care. And I think that they've applied that behavior to this connection a lot because they're kind of intimidated by you guys. I think that your person is really scared that you're going to see right through them. Almost like they know that they can't put on that face in front of you and act sort of nonchalant and like they don't have feelings for you, because they do, and they know that you'll be able to see it. I'm getting that your person sees you as really smart, pile 4. Like they feel like you always know exactly what to say. You know, say you were having a debate with your person, they feel like you always bring up something they never thought about before. You always have a really good point to make, and you always sort of cut through the BS. And I think that they are very used to convincing people of certain narratives about themselves, but for you guys, they know that they just sort of have to let their guard down, and I think that that's really intimidating. But I'm sensing, again, for those of you, if your person has gone on a trip, I think that they're going to be coming back home very soon. You know, I see them envisioning themselves with you. Again, just after whatever journey they're on is over, I see them planning to come home and planning to move this relationship forward and hopefully change the dynamic of things a lot here. Because I think there's a distance right now between the two of you emotionally as well. It's really possible you're treating this person with some coldness or just some silence, something like that. You know, I feel like they want to be in your life, but they know that they would get the cold shoulder if they were to communicate with you before they were open for the relationship, in the sense of like being back home or being in the proximity of where you are. So I see them really planning things out, calculating what they're going to do, you know, when they return, and wanting to move things forward. But it's really possible for a lot of you, they're just not communicating at all right now. And I think that's because they know that if they were to try and pretend that, you know, their feelings for you aren't there because they're not ready to move things forward yet, you guys would see right through it. And you wouldn't really allow them to take their time and wait until the time is right, because you would just want to cut through all of those formalities and talk about the way that they feel and make them own up to their feelings, I think, before they're really ready. So pile 4, I feel like what your person is sort of like keeping from you or not telling you is that they plan to move this relationship forward when some sort of obstacle in their life has become neutralized. I think this person, they could be occupied with a work obligation. Like, I'm sensing there's some kind of like contract, and I feel like this is very similar energy to pile 3, you guys. So maybe you might resonate with that reading as well. But I'm sensing strongly that there's some sort of contract for your person where they've made an agreement to do something, or to be somewhere, or to be with someone else maybe, and they're sort of waiting until that contract dies out before they will be ready to come forward to move things along with you. And if you guys know that your person is occupied with something, a job or another relationship, it could be anything, as this is a collective reading. But if you already know your person is occupied by something else, pile 4, I think that what you should know is when that is over, the moment that's over, when they get that free moment, they are going to come towards you. And that's in their plans. That's like very clear for them. They see this future where they finally, you know, they get stability in their life, and a lot of the chaos that they're dealing with right now is over, and things are moving less quickly, and they're more comfortable, and they feel like their emotions can flow freely. That's when they plan to come almost revive this relationship, right? I mean, the 2 of Wands has a lot to do with, you know, thinking about the potential between 2 people and also making plans here. But in this deck, it's this Ouija board, right? So I feel like if you guys are dealing with a dead connection, something that hasn't been rekindled in a long while, your person plans to come forward and revive it and communicate again. I think there's going to be a big transition here with the emotions that are shared between you as well. Because I feel like maybe this was more of a superficial relationship before. And whenever they come forward to communicate again, I think there's just going to be a lot more familiarity. You'll have a lot more of a rapport with your person, and I think you'll notice that they're feeling a lot more comfortable with you. But there's something that they like want to tell you, but they feel like the time isn't right. And I feel like they wish they could like rush things. They wish they could enter into your life and be like, I want to talk to you every day and everything, but they're also not ready to move things forward in terms of like their end goal intentions, which I think would be a much closer relationship with you guys. I don't think they're ready to do that, and so they're not ready to take the first step either. Like the reason they might be closing themselves off from you completely is because they know that it's all going to be this ripple effect that's going to lead to something more serious very quickly, and they're kind of afraid to allow that energy to reveal itself just yet because they're not really available right now. But let's draw some more cards from the tarot here, you guys. What does pile 4 need to know about their person's feelings? What is on their heart? Goodness. So we have the 9 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. I think your person's thinking about you a lot. I think they're trying to strategize the way that they're going to speak with you, what they're going to say. It's possible they've even like written out messages towards you guys, you know, like they are sort of ready to say something to you, but I think there's something that they are holding back. You know, there's this state of indecision right now where they are maybe fighting with their own pride, or they're just dealing with another situation. Again, like it could be just a lot of responsibilities. There's some sort of situation, and I think they are like waiting it out. Like I feel like this could be even like a pregnancy or just a contract. Like they know exactly when it's going to be over, and I think they're just trying to wait until that time comes before they're ready to share their thoughts with you. But yeah, they want to come forward and give you guys an offer. You know, they have these very deep feelings for you. We have this Queen of Cups coming up again. They just feel really inclined to tell you how they feel, I think. The Ace of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. So this person plans to bring renewal to this connection, to revive something that was once dead. That Five of Cups really makes me feel like this person maybe left you behind somehow. Maybe it's the other way around. There could be physical distance, but I feel like there was a disappointment, some sort of ending, some sort of dead ending here, and it's going to be revived for you guys. They're going to make an offer as well to be a more consistent energy in your life and to acknowledge with you that they see you as a partner. They see you as a counterpart. They see you as a partner. And I think they want to verbalize that to you. And if you guys have felt very connected to this person, regardless of whether or not you're in contact, I think your person wants to thank you. I think they're going to offer a thank you to you guys for just how patient that you've been, energetically even. I think that if you are still energetically connected to this person, they are going to show their gratitude just for the presence that they've felt in their life because of you guys. But let's read from the Lenormand, pile 4. What is pile 4's person feeling towards them? What are they not telling them? Okay. So we have anima or woman. We have birds. We have the Tower. Let's draw a few more. Okay. Owls. Coffin. Oh my God, yeah. Like they want to bring chatter back to something that was once left in the past. I think your person has felt extremely lonely. I think they've felt really far removed from their community. Maybe they've just been isolating themselves in general, but I feel like they see themselves as taking the blessings around them for granted, especially you. Like they see you as someone who could have been a very loyal friend, a loyal ally, someone they could learn a lot from as well, like a lot of life lessons and wisdom. You're someone they see as very smart, very complex, and they feel like they allowed their vision of themselves, of who they were supposed to be publicly and the face that they were supposed to put on publicly, I think they allowed that to sabotage this connection. Because it's possible you guys have mutual friends, or maybe there were people sharing opinions about you, but I think they allowed like people in their ear to influence them, and now like in their time alone they're realizing what a blessing you were and just how much they value you. So I see them wanting to come forward and offer an apology of some kind, and I think show you some clarity, because they're really finding like the loneliness they're feeling to be a huge burden right now. And it's causing them to see a lot of clarity in feelings that they didn't understand before. And so I think they want to sort of show you what they've learned. But let's draw from the energy oracle. We have the Magician and the Mirror. I think they've done a lot of silent contemplation about this connection. I think a big thing is that your person's been thinking a lot about you, and they're kind of regretful of something they did. You know, they have these deep feelings for you that I think they never communicated. Maybe they tried to make it come off like they weren't passionate about you, they weren't attracted to you, but they were wildly attracted to you. It was just that you know, they didn't know what the right choice was at the time, I think. This person's going to come forward and heal you. I think they're going to, again, they're just going to rejuvenate this connection for what it once was. There's an unfinished story involved here. And I see this person just really meditating on it, really thinking on it. Just when they're alone, when they're by themselves, you come up in their mind. You know, you're someone who they haven't been able to shake the thought of. And I think that they're going to do something about that. Because, and I'm getting that a lot of you are really confused by this person. Like, you just don't really know what they really want. You have no idea why they act the way they do, you know, especially if they were to care about you. You don't know why they would act the way they do. And I feel like it's because, you know, they didn't really know themselves. And now, you know, they've done a lot of meditating on this, and they're very certain of the fact that they want you, pile 4, and they want to come towards you. But let's go ahead and grab some channeled messages for you guys. As always, I'm just going to let a bunch pop out and we'll read them all at once. But Spirit, what does pile 4's person most want to say to them? What is true to their person's heart? What is true to pile 4's heart? Or pile 4's person. Okay. I'm trying so hard to forget you. Yeah, and I think it's not working. I'm sure that both of you sort of feel that way. That's the energy that I'm getting, is that you both are kind of trying to move on from the situation, but you can't. You make me feel at peace. Just tell me what you need and I will be there. I admire your maturity. Yeah, I'm definitely sensing your person admires you. And they also see you as this just very complex and put together individual. I can tell that you are talented. Yeah, there's just something about you, this it factor. Maybe you guys, because, you know, I was getting the Queen of Swords. Maybe you guys do something with like writing or poetry. Maybe you guys write music. Maybe you are artists. It could be anything. Yeah, with the Queen of Swords, it's always something with the eyes. Your eyes melt me. So your person really likes to look into your eyes again, and like the seeing right through them thing too. I feel like they just see your eyes as very perceptive, as cutting through the BS. There are obstacles between us that you can't see. Yes, I feel like there is something they're waiting on, something that needs to end or be resolved before they're ready to come towards you. You always amaze me with the things you do and say. Sometimes I avoid you. Your energy is new for me. And you are possibly the smartest person I've ever met. Yes, pile 4, you're dealing with someone who thinks you're very smart. For certain, that is a big energy that I'm getting for you and your person. But let's draw, or roll rather, some astrology dice. What does pile 4 need to know about their connection, about their person's feelings? Okay, so we have Mercury, Aries, and the 8th house. Yes, there is going to be communication, and this might be a connection that you previously thought was dead. And I do think that there's going to be a transition. The energy between you is going to change. The vibration, the frequency between you is going to change completely. And you're going to have an honest, no filters exchange. That's how I see Aries in the 8th house, just like someone who really has no filter, and who can tell it to you like it is. They're not afraid to change things. They're not afraid of themselves, their own feelings. And I feel like your person's going to communicate that way to you guys and just give you that clarity that maybe you've been needing. But let's draw some astrology and letter charms to close off your reading, you guys. Spirit, what might apply to pile 4? We'll grab some more letters and just a couple zodiacs. Okay, pile 4. So for zodiacs, you guys got Taurus, Sagittarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Sagittarius again, Virgo, Pisces, and Cancer. Oh no, this is Scorpio. So all the water signs came up again, definitely, and we had Scorpio and Cancer coming out in the cards as well. So water signs, a big theme here. But for letters, you guys got S, G, U, X, W, Z, V, I, and L. And obviously those could connect to you or your person's names. They could spell something out, however you want to interpret them. Hopefully some of you guys resonate with the charms, but obviously they don't have to. If you resonated with the rest of the reading, that's all you need, but this is just a cherry on top for confirmation. But with that being said, I really hope that you guys enjoyed your reading, pile 4, and that you resonated with it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. If any of you guys are interested in a personal reading from me, I'll have my email in the description, and also it'll be in the comments section, and you guys can just reach out to me and I will give you all the information you need on my prices and services and everything like that. If any of you are interested in following me on TikTok, it's the same name as it is on here, Singing Dove's Tarot, but there's no pressure at all. I also haven't posted on there in a little while, but I do plan to do a lot more of that very soon. And if you forgot to drink water, please don't forget to drink some water. Okay, you guys? I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm rooting for you, wishing you the best, and I hope to see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.